clicks, clicks, clicks. They'll do anything to get a few. Tick, tick, tick. That's the sound before my head explodes. Quick, quick, quick. Look at you up on your pedestals. Quick, quick, quick. Hear the critics come, it's time to go. I read your article, it kinda hurt me. I don't know who hired you or what your friends say in your circle, but the fact that you released it tells me two things are for certain. They get paid for trashing people, I get paid cause I stay working. Drop the search and they emerge up out of nowhere to the surface. Just a peek behind the curtain, throwing salt at all my burdens. I'm aware I shouldn't give this my attention. Life's a journey, I should just stay on my path and learn to laugh. You think they heard me? Ears are burning, put them out. Quiet, quiet, look around. Why don't they find someone way more interesting to write about? Us, we're kind of boring, aren't we? All we do is whine and pout. It's confusing, so amusing how I argue with myself. Hello, I spit it with these, so leave it to me. Doubt it, but you better believe I'm on a rampage. Hit 'em with the record release. I'm pinning a week. I'm probably gonna have to achieve another goal. Let me go when I'm over the beat. I go into beast mode like I'm ready to feast. I'm fed up with these thieves trying to get me to bleed. They wanna see me taking out. Yep, see what I mean? How many records you gotta give you to get with the program? Take it for granted, I'm about to give you the whole plan. Open your mind up and take a look at the blueprint. Debate if you got it, but gotta hold it with both hands. Pick at the bars, you gotta be smart. You really gotta dig in your heart if you wanna get to the root of it. Issue pursue in the middle could be dark and be difficult, but the payoff at the end if it can help you to get through it. I paid my dose, made it through. Woo, 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 spread the nose. I'm on the lows. Woo, 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 making moves. I need some room. Woo, 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 though it's cold. Well, don't assume, don't assume. Hey, I'm the truth. Oh, they want some proof here. Don't be rude, something new. Even when I lose, I make it look cool. Do the show, then we hit the room. Life is looking old. What to do? I don't need the shades up to like the view. It's time to get back in the swing of things. When my life crashes, I'm not the guy that'll flee the scene. I'll take ownership and own it and raise my hand if it's me. Just remember though, I'm only a man, I'm a human being. Don't they see? Shoot the breeze, I'd rather just stay discreet. People claim they're in your corner but leave you in times of need. They don't listen, do they? They don't listen to anything. I'll accept advice if it's not presented ignorantly. Look, costs are high, they multiply, they cause divides. I'm forced to fight the poison I've been sipping on. It's quite the bite, it killed me twice. They rigged the lights so y'all can see the parts of mine that aren't so bright. See, often I apologize and authorize the awful times to pop up. Like I'm right behind you, I'd advise you not to try to climb inside the mind like I do. Keep the rhyme book expedited, overnighted, hold it tight and hope the time is on my side. Cause if it's not, then I'll decide to override my own demise. I told the line too close and I could improvise. I'd empathize but recognize the fact that I could jeopardize and record lives. You better give me your attention and undivided my dose. Made it through, woo, 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 spread the nose. I'm on the lows, making moves. I need some room. Always cold, well don't assume, don't assume. Hey, pay my dose, made it through. Woo, 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 spread the nose. I'm on the lows, making moves. I need some room. Always cold, well don't assume, don't assume. I
Like it means like deleting all of your inputs and then reinstalling them. You can order that one.
I know.
My only claim before the Father is you. No other fount this world could offer would do. Without your grace, I don't know where I would be. I can't believe you see a brother in me. My only claim before the Father is you. No other fount this world could offer would do. Without your grace, I don't know where I would be. I can't believe you see a brother in me. I have this hope, it keeps me afloat when I'm drowning in doubt. I know, to me he draws near, he eases my fear with a victory shout. Finished, so I'm grateful. My only claim before the Father is you. No other fount this world could offer would do. Without your grace, I don't know where I would be. I can't believe you see a brother in me. My only claim before the Father is you. No other fount this world could offer would do. Without your grace, I don't know where I would be. I can't believe you see a brother in me.
Check. Yeah, Jenny's watching, so
I'm lost on my own and you're never gonna leave.
Matt, can you hear me? Jenny, can you hear me?
Your love displayed, 'cause you stood in my place when I was your enemy. My only claim before the Father is you. No other fountain spoke could offer would do. Without your grace, I don't know where I would be. I can't believe you see a brother in me. My
It's June 19th, 2020. I think I just blew the opening. It's June 19th, 2020. I'm your host, Andrew Moffat, and this is a serious podcast. Well, that was a slippery situation. Well, welcome to This is a Serious Podcast. I gotta say, can you hear me? Can you hear us? We've been having some troubles with the mics. Keep talking, they say. We've been having some troubles with the mics. Technology has lots of funny monkeys sometimes. As you can tell, we started a little late, but we're here. Our tech guys have been working furiously fixing it. They've done a great job, so bear with us. We're working it. We're working it.
Doing so good.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear my lovely voice? I
Yes.
certainly hope so.
All right. You can text in if we're having troubles with the sound. Let us know. So let's see. What do we got tonight? Hey, we have something new that we're doing tonight. We're trying out a couple of new things. The first thing is we have what's called Hide and Go Seek gift card. So somewhere on the set is a $10 gift card to a fast food place in town. Have a look around at the set, and if you can if you can comment in the location of it, the first one to do so will get the gift card. If you're not logged into YouTube, you can text me on my phone, or you can Facebook message me. And if you don't have my text number, well, then this coming week, you better find out what it is so that you can text me. Facebook message. Maybe it's your parents that have to Facebook message if you're not on Facebook, whatever. But find a way to find that card and text in that you know where it is. First one gets the card. All right. Jared, do we have any people logged on? Who's logged on?
Yes, we have Daniel Schaefer.
Hey, Danny boy.
Jenny Moffat.
Oh, Jenny.
Matt Shields.
Oh, Maddie.
I think Sam's grandma.
Oh, Grandma.
Hello, Grandma.
Mom Rux.
Mm-hmm. And that's all I see that's in the comment. And Jonathan Schaefer.
Johnny.
That's all in the comments so far.
I don't know if I'm allowed to call you John, or is it Jonathan? I don't know what your mom would like, but my mom used to always insist that people would call me Andrew, not Andy. And that lasted till I was in junior high. And then the floodgates opened and everybody called me Andy. And Mom never liked it. So I don't know if your mom's happy if I call you Johnny, but she can tell me at some point when I see her. Okay. So there's that. Hey, their professional sports are slowly making their way back into society. Sam and I watched a live soccer game. Well, we were watching it on TV on DAZN. We were watching his favorite English club, Arsenal, play
Let's
Man
go.
City. Yeah, and what was the score, Sam?
I can't recall.
3-0 for Man City.
Bad luck. Bad luck.
Yeah, bad luck. Anyway,
Daniel, I know you're a big Man U fan. You were asking why my little profile picture isn't of Arsenal, and it's because I have a big Arsenal banner on the roof of my bedroom. So it's like with me every time I wake up. So I don't need it as my profile picture. That's why.
Yes, there you go. So it was weird though watching the game because they had cheering, but there were no fans in the stands, and it wasn't too bad. It was okay, but you could tell that it was canned. And I was like, I wonder where they got that from. And then Sam saw that one of the new sponsors for Premier League Soccer is EA Sports,
FIFA
and Sam was like,
20.
That's the cheer track from EA Sports.
From FIFA 20.
From FIFA 20. Yeah, so there you go. So, hey, sure, we'll sponsor you if you play our cheering track. So that was interesting.
The Spanish league puts fake fans in the stands.
Yeah. So, and actually, it wasn't that bad. The cheering wasn't so bad. And even when stuff happened, like somebody got tripped or there was a goal or there was something happened, they would insert little boos and little that. It wasn't too bad.
I felt like I was playing a video game, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But that kind of affected me because later on YouTube, I was watching a stand-up routine by a guy, Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Maniscalata Potato. Okay.
He's Italian.
Yeah, and they were laughing at his stuff, and I seriously thought, is that real laughter, or is that a laugh track too? Anyway, it was kind of strange. Phase 2 is opening up. We've been into it since Friday. How's it going? Is life totally changed for you? School is done. School is done. That must be like a major... Yes, it is at our house anyways, that's for sure. So there you go. Keep your eye out. There's going to be information coming in the coming weeks about church, Sunday morning church. We're looking to open that up. We're not sure when that's going to happen yet, but we're working towards it. So keep an eye out for that. And keep an eye out for youth group. We are going to try and have some campfires for youth group throughout the summer. So there you go. Keep your eye out for that. And we want to have one in June. So within the next couple of weeks, we're looking to do that. Okay. So yeah, keep an eye out for that information. Okay, let's get on to the question of the night. And the question of the night is, are you ready? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That is the question of the night. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
So if
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
So if a woodchuck can't chuck wood, why is it called a woodchuck?
Sam, why do you drive on the parkway and park on the driveway? That's not the question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? All right, that's the question of the night. Now, we have another new segment. We're going to do it right now. I was calling it student clips, where we go out and we do something where we come to different students at their homes and get some information from them or jokes or something like that. I don't know if that's a great name, student clips. We might come up with a different name for it. Anyways, we have our first, we'll call it student clip for now, our first student clips, but it happens to include a couple of leaders and some parents as well. And it is called Jokes by the People, for the People.
What is up? Here we are, ready to go find some funny people. We're in the vehicle. We're gonna zing around on this gorgeous day. It's really nice out. I'm excited for it. I am excited for it. Let's go find some funny people, some funny youth students, youth parents. Let's do it. We're here for the jokes. We've got some jokes.
So,
Pirates
favorite letter?
Wait, you gotta come out here.
Q. What? Why do you think it would be Q?
Because they're articulate and clever. No. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
What?
You'd think it'd be R, but it's really C.
Ah, there you go. There you go. That's good. That's a good one.
That's good.
Yes, you do.
Come on out. Come on, buddy.
Come on. Hit me.
Yes. So do some, like, say something, Sam.
Here we are at the comedy club. Just kidding. That's my joke. I got Ella. I got Colson. Colson's loving his life. Let's do it. What's your guys' favorite jokes?
What does a mama buffalo say to his son?
Wait. Say it right to the camera.
What does a mom buffalo say to her son
A mama buffalo?
when he's leaving for school?
What does a mama buffalo say to her son when he's leaving for school? What?
Bison.
Bison.
There you go.
Awesome. All right, Colson, lay it on us.
Come on.
So if Mary is the mother of Jesus, and Jesus is the Lamb of God, does that mean that Mary has a little lamb?
Then Mary has a little lamb. That was awesome.
Jesus said, "Come forth and receive eternal life." But John came fifth and won a toaster instead.
Yeah. All right.
How does NASA plan a party?
How?
They plan it.
They plan it.
Oh, it was inside the whole time.
It was right there. That's awesome. Thank you to the Michelis clan. We'll see. Oh, has Dawson got one?
You wouldn't hit. Oh, there he is. Okay, go to yours.
Joke.
Dawson. Yeah, good and loud.
Why didn't Noah like fishing?
Why?
He only had 2 worms.
Oh, yeah. That's a gooder. That's a gooder. All right. Thank you, Michelis clan.
That was pure, unbridled, brilliant comedy. I have a constant smile on my face probably till the podcast starts. This is just amazing.
Hey, can we turn some lights on? And the lamp? Are you guys looking up jokes?
Yeah. Oh, good supper.
Yeah.
Except if you get takeout from BP's, you don't get the discount.
Because it's wing night. You don't get it.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, I gotta say something?
Yeah.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the one and only Matt and Mitch at the shop. They're
One and
ready to
only?
crush it.
The one and only Matt
That's
and
my
Mitch.
joke. That's my joke.
That
I'm
sounds joke
capable
for the
of
night.
Correctly speaking.
All right. Shoot, Matt.
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Why?
Because they make up everything.
Let's go Falcon fan.
Not that they blew a lead or anything.
Any day.
I threw a boomerang a few years ago. I now live in constant fear.
That's a good one. Nice. All right.
I'm cackling. That was pretty funny. Okay.
Thanks, boys.
That wasn't a joke. Here we are at the Ellingsguards, the comedy central of this property. We got some. Let's see what we got, Ben.
So, my friend told me once that an onion is the only food that can make you cry. I said, not true. He said it definitely was true. So I threw a coconut at his head.
Excellent. Who's next?
James.
Go, James.
Yours is good.
All right, Micah.
Come on, Micah.
How about this? Doctor, I only have 59 seconds to live. Just a minute, please.
Oh, that was good. Nice. Judith, Alan, you got one?
Oh, I got a really good. Everybody knows I'm a math teacher. I got a math joke because they're the best. Did you hear about the math teacher who was afraid of negative numbers?
No.
He would stop at nothing to avoid them.
Oh. All right, Alan.
Oh, mine. I don't have any.
No, different.
Okay, what is orange and sounds like a parrot?
What?
A carrot.
Nice work. All right, thanks, Ellingsguards.
Well, thank you.
Oh, James, you're not gonna do one? No. Okay. All right.
Substitute. A man walked into a doctor's office and took a test, and the doctor went, "I'm sorry, I have some very bad news for you. You have 10 left to live." And the man
10 what?
What? 10 hours? 10 minutes? And the doctor said, 9.
Seconds?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
This has just been excellent. I love jokes. I laughed, I hollered, Andy snickered behind the camera. It was fun. We should do it again sometime. Ciao, ciao.
All right. Nice. Jokes by the people, for the people. Or is it for the people, by the people? Whatever. Jokes. Good stuff. Hey. What's that?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can ask a question.
Did you hold up that camera that entire time?
I had a monopod.
Okay, I was like, it takes a special person to hold that up the whole time. just
That's
like-
still too. Yeah, no, I had a monopod. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
He's got Popeye's forearms.
Yeah. It was fun. When we turned the corner and the train was there, I was like, oh. Anyways, it worked out good.
We should have played the Thomas the Train Trap remix.
Yeah. Good. All right. So, what's next? What do you think of that? Should we do more of that where we go out and get video of you guys? We think it'd be good. We thought we could do like your favorite joke or some other topic, stuff like that, and come around and get some video of you guys. That'd be great so that you guys can be on here too. So that's what's going on. Okay, so that we've done the quick video, the monologue, the question of the night, the student clips. It is time to pan over to the skit couch. Here we go.
My favorite time. I love the skit coach. What's up? All right, folks, here's the deal. I'm excited for this one because it's riddles. But before we do that, I need a costume. Costume me. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not ready for this yet.
Oh, that's like
I
my
hit the
best
mic.
tie.
This is my tie.
Oh, okay.
This is great. Can you guys see the Riddler on the thing? If you ever watched like the 60s Batman version, that's the Riddler. He's great.
You look just like him.
I think so. The hat's pretty accurate, actually. That's pretty good. And I got the question mark here. This is well done by me. I deserve like a pat on the back. Okay, we got Matt with us.
Yeah,
He's-
I'm filling in for the game for Andy because Andy's too smart and knows all the riddles in the
Yep.
world. So
We got 10 riddles. We got 4 easy ones, 4 medium ones, 2 difficult ones. But I think Matt's gonna crush the difficult ones.
don't do that. Then if I don't, it's gonna make me look really, really bad.
Matt's gonna do so good, like so good. Okay, here we go. Riddle me this. I'm alive. Oh no, I'm not alive, but I grow. I do not have lungs, but I breathe. I do not have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I?
I want to say a fire.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. A fire. If you guys know, comment it. That's what you got to do.
The breathing part almost threw me, but the rest of it had to be fire.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Number 2. Water? No.
I think I know what the answer is.
No, that's not the answer at all. I just can't read. What runs around the whole yard without moving?
What runs around the whole yard without moving?
Yes.
I don't know.
A fence.
Ugh.
Yes.
Ugh. Some people don't have fences.
Well, most people.
Was that
do.
one of the easy ones?
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's gonna be
Okay.
rough, folks.
What can you catch but never throw?
A disease? The
Well,
flu? A cold?
Yeah, you
coronavirus?
got it. A cold.
Yeah.
A disease. Okay. What 4-letter word can be written forward, backward, or upside down and can still be read from left to right?
What 4-letter word can be written forward, backward, or upside down? Yikes. Oh. Noon?
Noon, yes. You're doing all right here. Okay. Yep, in all caps. It has to be
Oh,
all
it has
caps.
to be in all caps. I
Yeah.
was in my mind, lowercase letters. I'm like, nah,
Not
don't
just
work.
noon, but noon. Okay. Number 5. If there are 4 sheep, 2 dogs, and 1 herdsman, how many feet are there?
Okay, I got to do some math in my head here. What?
Andy is trying to casually help Matt, and I don't know if I'm vibing with it.
I don't know. I think 2.
There are only 2 because sheep have hooves and dogs have paws. Only people have feet.
Debatable, but we'll go
No,
with it
that's
for the sake
not
of the riddle.
debatable. Not even close. Okay, number 6. No matter how little or how much you use me, you change me every month. What am I?
The calendar.
Yes. That was quick. That was quick.
Sometimes I have these waves of I get the riddle. Sometimes I really don't get the riddle. You know.
Okay, number 7.
Is this a hard one? Are we at the hard ones yet?
No.
Oh boy.
I am 6 letters. Take away 1 and I am 12. What am I?
Oh, I don't. I don't know. I want to say. I don't know. Stop looking at me like I'm dumb. I don't know.
The answer is dozens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is dozens a word?
Totally. I
Isn't
had
dozen
dozens of
plural?
apples.
Okay. Fair enough.
Number 8.
I did.
I was carried into a dark room and set on fire. I wept and then my head was cut off. What am I?
Dead? I don't know.
Well, hopefully this thing is not a living thing.
I wept, and then my head was cut off. What am I? I have no idea. It's gonna be super easy.
A candle.
It's carried into a dark room, set on fire. I wept. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yep. You can vibe with that. Number 9.
A really
These are
hard
the
one?
2 hard ones.
Oh boy.
It cannot be seen, cannot be felt, cannot be heard, cannot be smelt. It lies behind stars and under hills, and empty holes it fills. It comes first and follows after, kills life, ends laughter. What is it?
I'm almost positive that I know that this is from like a book, and I don't remember the answer, but I want to say darkness.
Oh, you got it. That's a good one. Okay. Number 10. This is my favorite riddle.
Okay.
So, riddle me this. This thing all things devours. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stones to meal. Slays king, ruins town, and beats high mountains down. What is it?
Well, it's not the one that I thought it was gonna be.
Does anyone else know? I know Jenny does.
This thing all things devour. Is it some abstract concept like the last one, like pride?
Nope.
No, it's a thing. It's a physical thing.
I didn't say it. I just answered, was it pride?
Oh, okay.
So, riddle me this.
Okay. Man, that's a tough riddle. Is it death?
Nope.
Dang it. What is it?
It is time.
Oh.
Yeah, yes.
I was kind of close.
Yeah, you're getting there.
I'm getting there. So I was like 4 for 10.
Yeah, we can round to like 9 if you want. Okay. What's up next? The prayer prompter. Last week it was pray for the pastoral staff. I certainly hope you guys did that. The pastors do a lot for us. It's just a really good thing to keep in your mind. This week, what we want you guys to pray for is phase 2. We're trying to open up some more. We want everyone to stay safe, everyone to stay healthy. So yeah, just pray for everyone involved in that, all businesses, all the people, and that we would follow our leadership and pray for our leadership. So yeah, pray for phase 2. We are ready to throw it back to Andy.
Excellent. Thanks, Sam. Good riddles. Good riddles. And Matt, good job. Thanks for sitting in for me. Sam was going to do all the PowerPoints so that I didn't see the riddles, and then I could do this from the host chair. But we forgot that his laptop is all Google oriented. It doesn't have Microsoft Office on it, so we didn't have PowerPoint. And we used
Oh.
PowerPoint with a show. So I ended up doing the
Sad.
slides, and I knew all the answers. I knew them all anyway.
Lies.
I am lying. I did not know them all. I knew some of them, but not all of them. Good. Hey, we're going to do the devotional. This week we did something a little bit different. I thought I'd show you what resources we have on the web. So, Jared, let's just go back to that blank screen first for a sec. Thanks. So the first part 1 on Monday, we just took a look at the web pages at the church. They have 4 or 5 youth pages there. I put those together, and I just outlined what was there. There's some good information there. You can get the monthly calendar there. There's a Google Calendar there. There's a bunch of contact information for how you can get a hold of information about youth group. Our Instagram link, our YouTube link. If you're on Facebook, we have the Facebook page linked there. There's my email address and so forth. There's information about what we do midweek, that sort of thing with youth group and Sunday school and Bible studies and that sort of stuff. So, part 2, the next on Wednesday, we looked at some of the specific resources that are on there. And some of those resources include things like waivers and release forms for when we go to, if we were to go to, say, Gull Lake, we rented it with High River and Brownfield and Bonnyville for our retreat. The release form, the sign-up form is there for that. There's other information as well, like if you're going on a short-term mission, there's the application for short-term mission for the church if you're looking for financial support for that. There's also the student bursary, where if you've graduated from high school and are going to a Bible school, going to take biblical studies, there's information on how you can get some financial help each semester, $300 for that. And the church also has a budget line item that's a separate thing that's $200. So you can get $500 a semester if you're going to Bible school, because we think that's a valuable thing. So there's a bunch of that information, practical tools, things that you can use for different situations. And then the other thing that we looked at on Tuesday was the Bible reading plans. So on one of the pages, there's information, tips and tools about how to read the Bible with intention in a deeper way to help you get more out of your reading. And there were some README files there to help you do that. There was a README file on prayer as well. And then there were some devotional pages that you can print off and put in a binder if you do that sort of thing and you keep track of that sort of thing. Tools and resources you can use for that. And then the supplement for that is the Bible reading pages, where we have reading plans from different books in the Bible. There's Old Testament books, there's New Testament books, and then there's some other supplementary books, where there's one on the life of Christ. There's what they call the McCain or McShane, however you pronounce it, 365 days through the year. You actually end up reading through the Bible, I think, like twice. And there's some other reading plans there. So you can use those reading plans in conjunction at the same time as you're using the Bible Spectator and the Acts of Prayer sheets that were on the other page, and you can do that with your devotional life. So those are some of those resources. Tonight, I just want to highlight some of the other things we've got on the web, specifically the YouTube page. So let's bring up that first page. Here's the home page of the YouTube channel, which you are familiar with if you're watching this right now. There you go. There you have it. That's our channel. I like that picture with all the youth group kids jumping up behind me. That's fun. I like that picture. Let's go to the next page, Jared. So this is the videos page. So we have 2 sets of videos. We have these videos, This is a Series podcast videos, and then we also have Hello, It's Morning. Well, hello, it's morning. Those are the Monday, Wednesday devotionals. That's what we call them. And then there are also some of the skit videos, the different skits that we've done throughout, and I'll be updating and putting more of those up. But that's what's all going on there. And then the next page is just the playlists, 3 different playlists. This is a Series podcast. Well, hello, it's morning. And then what do I call, is that called Serious Skits? than the skits that we do in Sirius. And you can look at those specific videos. And as I said, we'll be uploading the rest of the skits here in the coming weeks so that they're all up there. We'll try and keep that up to date. With Well, Hello, It's Morning, we have the Monday, Wednesday devotional, and then we always do this one on Friday. And I take I snip this devotional out of the Sirius podcast show, and I put that as number 3 in the playlist for Well, Hello, It's Morning as well, so that if you're coming to it, you can get all of those 3 set series without having to skip between playlists.
That guy on the serious skits laying down there like a model.
Pretty lazy.
He is good looking though. Huh?
Lazy. Yep. Slacker.
Good looking though.
Yeah. Let's go to the last page there. So this is the channels page. I don't know if you guys are aware that this is there, but there's a number of channels that I use at different times, and I thought I would post them for you because I find them to be helpful for me in my faith when I'm wanting to learn things and that. And some of it you may look at and you go, wow, that's over your head. That's fine. That's good. That pushes you and challenges you. But if you have YouTube channels that you subscribe to that are really worthwhile for helping you in your faith, I would be interested to know. So you can email me about those and let me know, and I can check them out, and potentially we can post them up there with the ones that I've got. Let's just describe a couple of the ones there. Sean McDowell, that's the first one. He is the son of Josh McDowell. Sean is a really good, what we call apologist. That means he defends and explains the Christian faith, and he's really good, down to earth and very contemporary. So yeah, useful. What's the next one there, Jared? I just can't see them all from here. 1 Minute Apologist. So it's a bit of a lie. They're not all just 1 minute videos, but there are tons and tons of videos on that site. And they are super short and they answer tough questions. And again, they're not all 1 minute long. Some of them are 2 or 3 minutes, but lots of really good information on that site, and you can find all kinds of things. Next one is Our Daily Bread. And that's just got lots of daily devotional stuff. That's kind of an old school thing. Lots of your grandparents probably use Our Daily Bread books or grew up doing it. Your parents maybe did. But there are some good devotional videos on that take 3 or 4 minutes, and it's a good way to start your day. Next one is the Bible Project. Is that right? The Bible Project. Those are those are the videos that we were watching while we were still meeting together this last semester, where we did Luke and Acts, and we were working through some of those Bible books through those videos. Good videos. So have a look at those. The next one is
if you really like to visualize what
Yeah.
you're learning, the Bible Project's really, really good for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's the next channel? Who? Dr. Craig. William Lane Craig. That guy is like unbelievably smart. Very, very sharp. In fact, the big atheist speakers that do debates, he's one guy that kind of frightens them. Like they're kind of like, whoa. Like they recognize that he is a formidable force. And he's good at explaining stuff in understandable ways. So yeah, challenging stuff. The next one is What Would You Say, which is put out by Breakpoint or Prison Fellowship. They're a really great ministry. And these are really good videos too, where they say, you and your friend are sitting around at the lunch table and they say, blah, 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 blah. What would you say? And then they go on to answer that question. The videos are 3 to 5 minutes long, again, packed with really good information about how to handle and answer some of the really difficult questions of the day. They put out one a week. I think they usually put them out on, it's either Mondays or Fridays. But there's a good stable of them there now. They've been doing it since, I think, January, so there's lots of them out there now. They're really good videos. And then the last one is Ravi Zacharias. You may have heard his name recently. He just passed away. But he is also a very, very sharp intellectual and, again, another apologist who speaks and explains about the faith. So those are some of the channels that you can look out and look at. And, again, I would really be interested to know if there's anything that you're using that we can post up there, because I want stuff that's up there that's useful for you as well. I like that stuff, and I figure part of my job is to help draw your brain further and challenge you a bit. So I thought I'd show you some of the stuff that I watch. So there you go. That's what we're doing. That's our devotional for the night. What do we got? Question of the night. What was it? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Jared, do we have any answers to that?
Yep.
Let's hear some of them.
I just have to scroll up and
Hey,
find
wait,
all the
first, has anybody else joined us?
Caleb Schaefer's on now. Judith Ellingsgard.
Hey, Ellingsgards. That could be the whole family. You guys look good in that video. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's all I see at the moment.
Okay. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
As much wood as a woodchuck could chuck, which was Andrew Shields.
Oh.
Daniel Schaefer, as much wood as a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
That's pretty good, buddy.
It is good.
Nice.
Matt Shields, only one woodchuck ever chucked wood and wrecked it for the other whole species.
Oh, and wrecked it.
John.
That's the answer. That the first woodchuck, that's the answer. No other woodchucks could chuck less or more.
That's all I see.
That's all we got right now?
Yeah.
Do you have an answer, Sam?
Pretty hot.
I have an answer, and it's coming directly from my head. I'm not reading it.
Yeah, he's reading it.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not.
New York State wildlife expert Richard Thomas found that a woodchuck could and does chuck around 35 cubic feet of dirt in the course of digging a burrow. Thomas reasoned that if a woodchuck could chuck wood, he would chuck an amount equivalent to the weight of the dirt, or 700 pounds of wood, straight from my brain.
Awesome. 700 pounds of wood. That's an official answer by someone in the scientific field, so it must be indisputably, irrevocably right. All right. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Very good. Next, we have, where are we? Oh, we're to the bedtime story. Let's pan across to the bedtime story on the skit couch. Oh, yeah. How do you like that, Schaefer boys? You had no idea, did you?
Okay. Guys, this is a good one. This is a gooder. Get your jammies, get your blankets. Get ready to be put to sleep by Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. By Judith. I can't pronounce that. For Robert Lesher, with love and thanks. Aw. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. And I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
I've never woken up with gum in my hair, but I have woken up with my eyes so caked over with gunk that I could barely open them. That was when I was a kid.
He has a strange-looking teddy bear.
Yeah.
It does look like his room's a bit of a mess. Looks terrible.
Yeah.
Horrible and no good. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box, but in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. Darn it. I think I'll move to Australia. That sounds like a reasonable answer to your current predicament.
And it was probably plain Rice Krispies.
No.
Just plain.
Anything but that. Oh, look, Herbie. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window, too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said, if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. If you can see, he's looking pretty not happy in the back of that vehicle, and all the other kids are just chilling out, not even recognizing him. That's no good. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. It already seems like it is. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. Aw. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Who needs 16? Really? Come on. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. Oh. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and I was only his third best friend? He got demoted twice. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. Whoa. You better move to Australia, Alexander. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone and lands in Australia so you can have it. That's smart.
Yes.
There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had a little coconut sprinkles on top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert?
I know, like, when I was in school, kids used to always trade their lunch bits. I never did because my mom made really good lunches.
I didn't get dessert. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Well, you never got dessert, Sam, in your lunches? Your
Well,
school
like
lunches?
sometimes you get like some pudding.
Well, you know, the reality is we don't really like you, so.
It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad 13 years of my life in school. That's what it was. Because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to get in the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then, when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. Well, Andrew knows when to throw down. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I told everybody, and no one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes, but then the shoe man said, we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones. But they can't make me wear them. That's the spirit.
That's right.
When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. I forgot those things a lot as a kid as well. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
That would have been like my dad, your grandpa Moffat, Sam. His office was always pristine, and I was always fiddling and fumbling with things. And
I watched out for everything except my elbow. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. Bah. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas.
Ugh.
I hate my railroad train pajamas. This is actually a good story. I'd still read this to this day, just by myself. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. Oh boy. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not me. That doesn't sound that bad. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia. What? Even in Australia?
Even in Australia.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was fun. It did seem like quite a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. What do we have next? Oh, the weekly challenge. I hope you guys do these weekly challenges. We give them to you to do them. Last week, we said go on a 45-minute walk. that's actually something that I just enjoy doing, and I hope you guys did it as well. It's very nice to go out and see God's creation. This week, our challenge for you is to write out your own personal testimony. And what we mean by that is write out how you were saved by Jesus and the story that goes along with it, but write it out in a way that you could share it with other people, because that's what really matters, right? You sharing your story can help other people come to Jesus. So you don't have to necessarily share it this week, but we want you to try and at least write it out.
Another way to go about it too is to maybe sometimes people look at their coming to Jesus and they think, well, it was very simple. I grew up in a Christian home and I just kind of just did it one day. They didn't have this super exciting come to Jesus moment, as they call it, where the world changed. But maybe something else you could do is you could relate how the Lord has taught you something, and how you've used that in your life, or maybe you have a favorite verse and what the Lord has taught you through that verse and how you've applied that verse in your life. Those are a couple of other ways to think of a testimony as well.
Yep. Just focus on being able to share the word of Jesus that you already have. That's what we got. We're going to throw it back to Andy.
Camera 3,
How
you
have we
should
not-
know by now.
How have we not fixed this problem yet?
I don't know.
Hello. Okay, the announcements are, hello, it's morning on Monday and Wednesday mornings. Sunday service is on the web at 10 a.m. Talk to your family about signing up for the campfire gatherings. The church website has an online sign up for that. Keep your eye out for info on real live youth group gatherings. They'll be happening soon and details will be ironed out soon.
All right. Thank you, Sam Moffat, a.k.a. Liz Schaefer. Boys, were you surprised? Hey, Schaefer boys? Were you like, oh, Mom's going to miss it tonight? Mom's there! Yes, we did that on purpose. Yes. Liz, thanks for joining us. I know this isn't your favorite thing to do, to be up in front of people doing this. You've done great. Good job. Thank you for doing this. That's awesome. So, tell us about your family quick.
Okay, I have 3 boys, 14, almost 13, and 11.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been married to Rob for almost 18 years.
Is it 18 years? I remember when I'm losing sound panels. Did he pick you up at the airport or did you pick him up at the airport? Which one was it?
I picked him up. He was in Venezuela.
But he was ready to ask you then, wasn't he? Like was it right in the airport?
It was, and yeah, his dad had the ring, so he didn't have it in Venezuela, but
nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's 18 years ago.
It's a long time.
Wow. That's cool. So when Rob is working at Finning at the shop and the boys are in school, what do you do with your time?
Usually I'm a nurse at the Olds College.
Right. That came to an abrupt stop, didn't it?
It did, yeah, when everyone was sent home.
Yeah. How many nurses are there?
Well, there's 3 of us that work part-time, but I'm about 3 days a week usually.
And is it a regular hours kind of thing, like 8 to 5? Or?
Yeah, 8:15 to 4:30.
That's nice, eh?
Monday to Friday.
Yeah. So are they expecting things? What are they expecting for the fall?
I think it's up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're waiting on the government to decide what to let them do. But
right.
I think mostly online and a little bit in person because we have a lot of hands-on programs. So
right.
Yeah, so they can do it in smaller groups.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Liz, thanks for doing this. It was great to have you, and it was fun to surprise the boys. I'm assuming they were surprised and shocked to see you, so that's cool. Would you close off the night in prayer?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Dear Jesus, I thank you for this podcast that has been going on that my boys have enjoyed. I pray that you would bless the people who have worked so hard to put this together, and I pray that you will help it to grow and the fruit to be multiplied. Thank you for all that the people who are listening, and I pray that since it's on the internet that more people would listen as well. And I pray that you will keep us all safe and healthy as we go forward, and I thank you for tonight. Amen.
Amen. Liz, there's one thing I did not put in your notes. I need you to look right at the camera and say, this has been a serious podcast.
Oh, this has been a serious podcast.
Nicely done. All right. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.
I was searching for a feeling, hitting my head on the ceiling for so long, so long. I was broken under my skin, in the shadows I was hiding, so lost, so lost. Out of the dark into your light, out of my death into your light. I feel my heartbeat, hear my soul say, I'm alive, so alive. I was falling till you called me. I'm alive, so alive in you. Now I'm seeing life in color, and I'm staying here forever in your love.
Am I on? Hey, if you're still out there in YouTube land, hey, that's the thing about having a new segment on the show is you forget. We do have a winner for the Tim's card, and that would be one young Anna Moffat. Awesome. So, Anna, I don't know if you're watching, but you get the Tim's card. Awesome. Let's, Matt, somebody want to post that on the site? Let's post it on Instagram as well. Good night, everybody.
Every heartbreak led me to this moment.